We'll continue reading the book, Spiritual Anatomy by Daji. Today is the second part, the true potential. So, author Master Daji, he starts with a story that is the king and his three princes. So, the king now wants to select a heir who will take care of his people and kingdom nicely. So he gives them an exercise. He builds 3 palaces and asks them to decorate. And he also told them that people will decide whose palace is decorated nicely. Only condition is he will give only 5 copper coins. Within this 5 copper coins, these 3 princes have to decorate their respective palace. The first son, the first prince, was like frustrated in this meager 5 copper coin, what he could do. So he decorated the palace with hay and bamboo, these things. Now, second son, prince thought for a while and he asked an artist to create, portrait of his father, his king, and place it in each room. The third prince thought that why my father king is asking to do this. There must be something hidden in this. So he prayed, he remained in silence and prayed to the universe for the guidance. So he bought candles and diyas and placed it in all the rooms. And he was left with certain amount, that is copper coin. So he asked an artist to create a signboard where it is written people's home. And in the evening, kingdom's people, they all came to see the 3 palaces decorated, but they all were drawn towards the third palace, which is decorated by the third prince, giving a golden light. Because he lit all the lamps, all the diyas throughout. And they saw the signboard, and these people of his kingdom, they brought flowers, furniture, and decorated. The king found. So from the story, what we know is the copper coin represents the limited capital, that is our time. Whether you are rich or poor, whether you are successful or unsuccessful, all grapple with time. Everybody wants to do many things in that limited time. And the third son, how he decorated the palace, shows when we realize or we understand or when we discover our meaning or purpose in life, we try to fulfill and reach our true potential. So now our aim is also human life is an opportunity to understand this true potential. The true potential is not the achievements like your success, your money, or your number of houses, or partner, a good marriage. It is the our inner capacity, our inner potential. So most of us remains like a seed. When we realize our true potential, the seed germinates and become a flower, blossoms into a flower. Most of us remains like a seed because we are not able to break open the shell of our ego. When we break the shell of ego and comfort, then only we can blossom into a flower. Okay, when we neglect spiritual growth, then our true potential remains hidden. We don't become limitless. Then he gives an example, Master gives an example, block of ice, a gallon of water, and water paper. Out of these 3, which one will, expand or grow fast? It is obviously water vapor because it is a lighter medium. So subtler the medium, greater the growth potential. Then when we blossom uh, into a flower, then the characters like love, compassion, kindness, these all thrive in our heart. Okay. Now we will look into the soul and its system. So he says like building blocks of our of the material world. We look into the periodic table. I think we all must have studied during our science subject the periodic table, the elements, the atomic. We get all the information of elements from the periodic table, the size, the matter, the atomic weight, atomic number, symbols and everything, the properties of these looking at the periodic table. So Daji says that like the periodic table for the soul, also there is a system. There is a periodic system. That is what um, chakras, subtle bodies, and the koshas. The chakras, in general, from Buddhism, Dharma, and all, we come into a conclusion, or mostly it is perceived there are 7 main chakras. Daji says there are 16 chakras. Okay, we'll stick to the 7 chakras first. And then subtle bodies. Subtle bodies includes thinking, intelligence, ego, and consciousness. Are ahankara, chitta, buddhi, and manas. Then koshas, these are the 5 Shri. That is Annamaya kosha, Pranamaya kosha, and then what? Wisdom and bliss. The soul is encapsulated or supported by these 3 systems. It's not written in this book. I will read from an internet where it explains about the 5 koshas. That is Annamaya kosha. In this, we transcend. When we transcend from Annamaya kosha, means we understand that we are beyond our body, beyond our physical body's limitation. And how we go deeper is through regular practice of asana and a proper diet. And when we transcend from pranamaya kosha, we understand that we are more than energy body. So this how you can achieve is regular practice of pranayama. Then manomaya kosha, when we transcend beyond through manomaya kosha, means we understand that we are beyond our mind. So engaging in selfless services, yama niyama, we transcend to this level of consciousness. Then Vijnanamaya Kosha, this when we transcend through Vijnanamaya Kosha, that means we understand that we are more than our intellect and our capability to analyze. This we can do it through studying the scriptures, right inquiry, who am I, and meditation. These all methods penetrate and reach beyond the Vijnana Kosha. Then Anandamaya Kosha, Samadhi is an effective way to transcend the Anandamaya Kosha, deep meditation. Uh, he says, as our consciousness, as our chakra enliven, our consciousness evolve. And as our consciousness evolve, subtle bodies also evolve. So our ego becomes, as subtle bodies evolve, our ego becomes humbler, intellect transforms into wisdom, thinking evolves into feeling. And the koshas and the sheets around the soul also transcends. So as our consciousness evolve, our awareness, our range of awareness widens. The qualities like acceptance, peace, love, courage, and clarity begin to blossom in our life, and we become resilient. And as our awareness expands, the flip side is that we see the things face to face without any veil. That means you see the good and the bad, you see the beauty and ugliness, we see opposites and the paradoxes. So mirror on the wall. So we should be able to, you know, accept that also. The negativeness or the opposites in ugliness in us also. That happens when our awareness widens. So it is not the fault of the mirror, it's not the fault of one's consciousness. So as we expand our mother nature, we become limited potential to limitless absolute. This is what our mother nature wants us because we are her children. So this completes the second chapter, that is true potential, soul and its system. We'll see in detail in the following chapter. Hope you all enjoyed the meditation and the wisdom session. If anyone wants to share their experience or please unmute yourself. Yes, Raj.
Very beautiful meditation it was, Rashmi ji. Wonderful energies. It was quite deep. So thanks a lot. And the choice of music as well assisted in going so deep. And of course, the group energies. And beautiful to see, I looked through these dots connecting coincidentally last weekend. In a couple of classes, we were here in Frankfurt and Zeeheim. We were discussing about the similar topics, anatomy of the soul and various bodies, subtle bodies. And here again, you are speaking about the same. So, the more we become less aware of the outer material world, which includes as well our physical body. In the subtle bodies, very beautifully, the circles show that the outer shield is the physical body. And the more we spend there, the lesser we will know about the inner bodies, the subtle bodies. And the less we spend time on the physical body or anything that is outside, the more easier it becomes for us to become aware of the rest of the bodies, or rather, we start to connect and we start to work, we start to take care of these subtle bodies. It doesn't mean that we do this out of demeaning the physical body. No, we truly understand that it is important how it is important to take care of the physical body. It is as well equally important to take care of our subtle bodies. So we should not realize our subtle bodies when we move out of the physical body. That is not going to give us greater joy. It is rightly wise, like the story of the limited time we have, all of us. So we have to invest that time equally on each of these bodies. So if we look into these, the 5 bodies, we have to divide our time into 5 and ask ourselves this question: am I spending time also on the other aspects of my body, of my own self? And we have to make sure the answer is yes, or else we are not utilizing these 3 copper coins of time in the right way. So the subtler bodies we have to experience. Theory is interesting to know. It is good to know. And the tools are given very beautifully, on the energy body. You have to take care of your breath. On your mental body, you have to take care and become aware of your emotions. Your emotions should not become um, driven from outside, but truly being aware of each and every emotion. And then look into your own self, the ego consciousness, I consciousness. That is how we can improve on our Vijnanamaya Kosha, which is the wisdom body, and deep meditations. With deep meditations, like the Samadhi state, we can become aware of our Anandamaya Kosha, which is the bliss body. So we have to look into the time of our life, divide into 5, and make sure asking this question: am I taking care of all my bodies equally? Yes or no? And if not, we have to basically withdraw our time from the physical world, including the physical body, and invest it into the 4 subtle bodies as well. So it will be beautiful journey. Everyone who does this will be greatly rewarded, greatly. In the physical world, how much ever we feel so much rewarded, that is just a minute fraction of the greatest joy one can experience by investing the time in the subtle bodies. So that's why I say we will be greatly rewarded by investing, taking care of our subtle bodies. So thanks a lot for sharing this wisdom today. Very beautiful. And by the way, the slides, the colors were also very, very, very beautiful. So thank you.
Thank you, Ramji. Thank you so much. Yeah, your icing on the cake, as always. It's beautifully you have summarized. Yeah, I loved the analogy, like we have to distribute the time into parts, 5 parts, if we want to work on our 5 sheets. It's beautiful. That is what even Patriji has given us the gems, like reading spiritual books, meditation, selfless surveys. So these all contribute. So we need to take time out daily, as you have said, that whether we are working on our first sheet, we are working on second or third or fourth or fifth, all 5 are we, even if one page reading is absolutely fine, 10 minutes of selfless surveys, all this contributes and we get reward. Yeah, the dramas, the emotional dramas, the physical world, financial dramas, it always will be there. But as our awareness expands, we try to witness it. We don't get involved into that emotional drama of relationship or office or everything. We witness it and we are at the calmer stage. So I think these checkpoints, when we move from one stage to another, you understand the dramas were there before also and after also, but then your awareness expands. And as this Master Raji says that when awareness widens, there is a flip side, you see the negative side also. So that really experience I had in a retreat, and that time I felt that possessive love, and even I think we had a session with Master Shashank. There also, I think, possessive love that came up. So I understood the negative aspect of my ugliness, I can say, the possessive love. So I have to work on that. So really, it's masters. What they have written is really their experience. So yeah, as you expand, you understand. It's a mirror. You understand. As you go deep inside, you are aware of your good things as well as bad things. We are terming it this way, but it is the transformation happening slowly, slowly on all other aspects. We are a wide range or a spectrum of different emotions and characteristics. So we need to transform to reach that wisdom. Thank you, Ramji, for bringing it in. Anyone else wants to add? Please unmute yourself, their own experience. This Annamaya Kosha, all this I got it. I thought in this book missing, I felt we didn't get much information, so I had looked into the website, and through the website I have got it from some Ram Jain. He wrote a blog on this Annamaya Kosha, and I felt it get connected, so I mixed that in the book, not the part of the book. But thank you all, you loved it, the merging of the two things. Anyone else wants to share anything? Their experience or inputs or question? Please unmute yourself. Thank you, Ashia, for the chat message. Thank you, Swarna. Purusha. There are no more sharing. Shall we end the session? And wishing you all a happy Women's Day, the feminine energy in all of us. Happy International Women's Day. Yeah. Thank you, Rashmi. We share name same. So see you all in the evening session. So have a miraculous day and enjoy. Thank you.